My name is Becky Singleton. I'm a single mom of two fantastic daughters who are super talented. An entrepreneur, a health and fitness coach, and I walk my own talk by working out every day. Motivational speaking, Reiki practitioner healer are some of the things I love to do. I've survived cancer. I'm also an agent of change at the highest level. But what I enjoy the most is cooking for the ones that I love. So join me in leveling up and being more happy, healthy, and fit. Hi everybody, I'm Becky Singleton and you're on Happy, Healthy, and Fit today. We're going to talk about how we stop the madness in relationships that we know they're done and we're on a hamster wheel with someone and we're just having difficulties stopping the madness. You think you're stopping and then it starts back up and you get the same result, nothing good. So we're going to talk about that and what happens to us when those things happen. But first, please, the pandemic is not over. I see it getting worse, so we need to continue to social distance. We need to continue to wash our hands for 20 seconds. And we need to also wear our masks in public. So look forward to our next episode. Here we go on Happy, Healthy, and Fit. Hi everybody, welcome to Happy, Healthy, and Fit. I wanted to talk a little more about the situations that happen to us when we've ended or trying to end a relationship, but it seems to be like Casper the Friendly Ghost and come back. Not necessarily ghosting in this scenario, but just how we are trying to get rid of it. We've stopped talking to that person. They seem to always creep back thinking that they can access us some more. And sometimes people do that in a way that seems innocent, but I will tell you it's manipulative, especially when you want it to end and it's not ending. So let's talk a little bit about that hamster wheel. That's actually like a cycle. And cycles can happen, and especially in abusive cycles is something called the cycle of violence. So the cycle of violence is, oh, they love you. I kind of call it love bombing and send you flowers and tell you how awesome you are. And then they start to pull away or do things that try to hurt you. And then something bad happens. And then before you know it, it starts all back over. Oh, I'm so sorry. I love you so much. Please, let's get back together. I can't live without you. Not a good cycle. You've got to stop that cycle. That's what you're enduring. Part of that stopping is being able to remove yourself. No communication, number one. Second of all, you have to just not physically be near that person, but you have to physically remove yourself mentally. Mentally, do not think of them. That's giving that other person energy. They don't deserve that. And you keep that energy kind of going back and forth. So I ask you, if you're trying your best to remove yourself from a situation, do not think of that person. Remove things around your home or pictures or whatever to help you stop doing that. I know when I was going through my breakups, that's one of the things I had to really focus on is removing myself and emotionally. The first marriage was the hardest. That was really one of the hardest things I ever had to do so far in my life was to stop that kind of contact and then mental thought and all of that. It was really tough. But once I did it, it really opened me up. Now I want to tell you what happens when we stay in this hamster wheel that continues and continues, even though we think we're trying to move ourselves out of it. It stops things like money flow. Your money doesn't flow right. Things aren't working out for you because it's almost like the universe is giving you a signal to get out. And you're not paying attention. You've got to pay attention. And so once you recognize, once you know better, what does Maya Angelou say to us? When you know better, you do better. So now that you know better, you have to continue, no matter how hard it may appear, You have to continue to move forward. The more you keep stepping forward, the better your personal situation will become. Either the things that are blocked, which is part of it. It's almost like it gets put on pause because you're dealing with something you shouldn't be dealing with. Unblock yourself by moving ahead. Another thing that I can tell you that we do, I know, I'll just tell you personally, I've been very much this type of person of giving. And sometimes we overgive. Overgiving is not good. Now, giving to your partner who is loving you back is good. You know, you love him, he loves you, vice versa. You love on each other. That's good harmony. That's healthy. But when you're doing all the giving and whoever you're with chooses not to give back to you and just will never give back to you, that's just not who they are, that's not good. I knew a man that I met and started seeing, and he was relentless about giving me back anything. I just thought, oh my God, he's emotionally unavailable. No matter what I did for him, he just didn't give back. And I would often, he had a young daughter, and so I would do little things for the daughter because I knew she liked makeup, and so I would get a Sephora card or something for her birthday, and I just never got anything back. And I woke up one day, I was like, oh no, this is not good. It's just he's emotionally unavailable. He doesn't want to give back. So you have to look at different situations. Now I'll tell you another situation. It's funny now as I think about it, but I met this new mom and we started to get to know each other, and she noticed when my ex-husband came around that we were friendly to each other and cordial about how we handled our daughter. And so she said to me one day, she said, so how long? She goes, I'm impressed by how you guys get along. She goes, how long have you guys been divorced now? And I said, 4 months. And she started laughing. She goes, are you kidding me? I go, no, why is that so funny? She goes, because I thought you were divorced for like 10 years. And I laughed because for me, I don't like to hold on to anything. If it's not working and we have said goodbye and we've gotten divorced, I'm not holding on to anything because it makes you bitter. When you hold on to what someone did to you in your past, it makes you bitter, not better. And if it starts to change who you are, you're not healed. Because really, whoever hurt you, you need to heal that so that you don't bleed on someone that didn't cut you. So you need to be very, very thoughtful about how you care for yourself. What other people do is just a reminder of what you will not tolerate. Remember I talked about contrast? Contrast good, contrast bad. Oh, I don't want any more of that. I can tell you there's a long list I have of things I will not tolerate. And bad behavior, the way you treat me, what you say to me, words. Words can be cutting. You cannot talk to people any old way and think that that's okay. And an apology is not going to cover over that. It's kind of like wallpapering over cockroaches. It's not going to be okay. So think about what you need to do to get yourself off that hamster wheel, off of that cycle. Hopefully you're not in an abusive situation, and I'm going to pray that you're not. But if you were to be in a situation that was abusive, there are things that you can do to help protect yourself and stay safe and get to a place of safety. And as we continue on this journey, I'll share some stories with you that may help you. But this is part of my hope for you to look at just a relationship that is just not going well and shouldn't be there any longer. Again, not everybody's supposed to be there. I don't care how long you've known somebody. If they're not acting in an appropriate manner in a relationship, loving, caring, being supportive, doing the things that somebody needs to do for you, they're not meant to be there. I don't care how many times they walk away and seem like they're different. Remember, you have to watch people's actions, what they do, more so than what they say. Sometimes people, I remember one of my ex-husbands used to want to come back because he wanted to be intimate with me every single time. And when I started saying no, he was like, oh, you got someone else? What's going on? Dude, we're not together anymore. I'm not gonna, you gotta clear that system out. You gotta clear your way for a magnificent person who's gonna give you everything you want, everything you've ever dreamed of. But as long as you keep blocks like that, clogs, that's not good. You can't open up and be blessed when you have the hoopty in the driveway. You gotta move the hoopty out to put the Bentley in, because there's no way you're gonna be successful if you don't do that. Things keep happening, things don't feel good. You gotta go by how you feel. How I register how things are going is how I personally feel. What is going on inside of my body? How am I feeling? Am I happy? The best revenge I ever have given anybody is to be happy and successful. And that's what you can do if you're in a situation you're trying to move forward. I promise you, if you just do the things for yourself, if you move forward and you see yourself in a loving situation, and it may not be that person. I know sometimes we hang on to people in hopes that they might change. If they haven't changed, they're not going to change. I promise you. So do yourself a favor and listen to your own self. Don't take advice from other people. They don't have your same interests. You have your best interests. Listen to yourself. What does your heart want? Listen to your heart. Listen to your inside. If there's someone special in your life that you want to go after, have the courage. Go after it. Do what you need to do for your happiness and for yourself. I promise you, things will improve as long as you take the right step in the right direction. And I'm hoping that as we continue our conversations and our talks about better relationships, it'll improve and strengthen ourselves in addition to not just having a great relationship, but having a great relationship with ourselves. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you continue to stay happy, healthy, and fit. I'm Becky Singleton, and I'm just like you.